Twinkle. Hola, amigos. Soy Twinkle. Do you know what time it is? It's Twinkle Time Live Online. Are you ready, DJ Dallas?
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3. Come on, everybody, just shimmer with me. Blink 3 times and you will see a spark of twinkle. That's me. Bring your friends along with me. Just a wink, that's all you'll see. So are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Vamos a intentarlos todos otra vez. Parpadea y verás una chispa de twinkle. And me, I glow and I'm having fun. Dancing and singing is always number one. I gleam from ear to ear when making others forget their fears. Giggling and cheering is always so much fun. Being alone and blue, so you could be clowning around with us too. So are you ready? 1, 2, 3, yeah! Blink 3 times and you will see a spark of twinkle. That's me. Bring your friends along with me. Just a wink, that's all you'll see. Twinkle. That's what everybody calls me. Yes! Thank you, DJ Dallas, and hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Feliz jueves a todos ustedes. Now, if this is the very first time ever tuning into Twinkle Time Live Online, or as I like to say, hashtag TTLOL, everything that I do here is educational, bilingual, and always tons of musical fun. So todos juntos, which means everybody together on the count of tres. Let's say happy Thursday, but in Espanol it's feliz jueves. Now, ever since I started doing this live stream, I think we're like at 168 live streams. No, crazy. So I started this little thing on jueves. I do this little motion, so everybody has to do it with me. If you've been watching, you know all about it. So here we go on the count of tres. 1, 2, 3. Feliz jueves. That's right. How's everybody doing on this beautiful sunny? I don't know about you, but I live in Los Angeles, California, and let me tell you, it is so hot and so sunny that I had to turn the air conditioning on, or else I'd be melting because it's so hot today. So let me know in the comments section if it's hot, if it's cold, wherever you're at. But here I would put like maybe 3 sun emojis in the comment section. So right now in the comment section, let me know how wonderful and amazing it is in your neighborhood. Let's see who's here. Hi, everybody. We have, hi, Katie. Hi, Joe. Jorge, what's up? Cute earrings. Ooh, thank you. These are from our very own Twinkle Light. She sent these to me. Elizabeth, I don't know if she's watching right now. Aren't they beautiful? I love them too. Thank you. Hi, Monique. She says hi to Dallas too. Dallas already left, but I'll let him know that you said hi. Hi, Patrick. Lincoln saw red yarn at Flora Bromley's NYE party where Twinkle closed the show. What? That's right. Oh my gosh. And that's actually too where I actually saw him perform for the first time. And oh my gosh, I'm already talking and I haven't even introduced the guests, but whatevs, we're already on the comms. So anyways, he is such an amazing guitarist. You know how I know that he plays a lot of guitar is that his guitar was totally scratched up. Did you notice that when you were watching? I mean, like he like jams out on that guitar. So I'm really excited to see him rock it out here. So speaking of my guest, everybody, I have a musical guest today and I'm so excited. So everybody has to come a little bit closer to whatever device you're watching. So I don't know if it's your cell phone or your laptop, your iPad, your computer, your TV, but let's get up close and personal, like super close. Like that's not close enough, like right there. Perfect. Don't move because I want everybody to see who's going to be on the show in literally a couple seconds. So right now, everybody, Guess what? My brand new friend that I just met 2 seconds ago is singer, songwriter, musician from Oregon, Red Yarn. That's right, Red Yarn. We've never met ever in person. I literally just met him moments ago before we came live with all of you guys. So I'm really excited to find out all kinds of different things all about him. So if you have questions too that you want to find out, make sure you put it in the comments section, and then we'll make sure and ask Red Yarn. Who else is here? Somebody's like, it's hot. Tell me about it. Somebody's like, here in Hesperia, it's warm. And that's like the desert. So that's even hotter than it is here in Los Angeles. We're supposed to get rain this week. Oh, that's Katie from Arizona. Fingers crossed that we get rain too. We definitely need some rain. Hi. Oh, Lincoln says hi, Katie. Amalfi, how are you? Amalfi's performing tonight. Congratulations. And then what was on the set of Boy Meets World? Oh, we'll have to delve into that much later, but all kinds of things. I'll spill the tea on all the cool stuff that was on the set of Boy Meets World. And don't forget to mention, Kari said new friend alert. Yes, we have hashtag new friend Red Yarn. Speaking of, we always do word of the day, la palabra de hoy. So we have a word of the day today. So right now, get excited, everybody. We have to do a drum roll or a round of applause, your choice, super loud on the count of 3. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Dun, 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 dun. The word of the day is yarn. That is right. Yarn is the word of the day. Now, let me tell you about yarn. Yarn reminds me of my grandma, mi abuelita. She used to make everything from scratch for me, like sweaters, dresses, ponchos, little beanies, everything. And when I was a baby, I had even like onesies, all made out of yarn or crochet. So that is the word of the day today. So of course we have to do it también en español. So everybody, on the count of 3, let's do a drum roll or a big round of applause. Are we ready? I couldn't hear anybody. Are we ready? Of course we are. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Dun, 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 dun. La palabra de hoy es lana. That's right, lana. So everybody, on the count of 3, everybody, let's say that together with me. Are we ready? It's an easy word. This is so easy. We've had words that have like 3, 4, 5 syllables with lots of rolling of the R's. This is easy. You guys got this. On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Lana. Almost like a name, lana. So, por ejemplo, también en español, mi abuelita siempre me hacía chompas, vestidos con lana, con muchos colores, diferentes colores. So what I just said was, my grandma. Oh, I love my grandma so much. She used to make me sweaters, that's chompas, and vestidos, dresses, in so many different colors, and muchos colores. So made out of, what is it? Lana, yarn. That's right, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's the word of the day. Are we ready to meet our guests? I'm so excited. I am so excited. So if you have questions, make sure you put them in the comments section. I'm going to put my headphones on and make sure I have to fluff up my hair and make sure it looks cute. All right, you guys, we have to put a whole bunch of love. Actually, he's from the West Coast too, because Oregon is also the West Coast, so Pacific Standard Time. Here we go, everybody. Let's give him a round of applause, make a lot of noise, send a lot of love all the way to my brand new hashtag friend alert, Red Yarn. How's it going?
Woohoo! I'm doing great. Thanks, Twinkle. I'm so glad to be here.
I'm so excited that you are here. This has been in the making for a long time.
Months and months. I'm so glad it finally worked out.
I'm so glad too, because it was like before the holidays, and we were like, oh, it's before the holidays. Lots of stuff was happening. So thank you for stopping by, TTLOL.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for the invitation. I'm so glad to be here. And hey, everybody. Nice to meet you. I'm Red Yarn.
The word of the day.
Word of the day. Woohoo!
I love it. Now, I wanted to ask you, I have a couple things. First of all, I know you're from Oregon, but originally from Texas.
Texas, that's right. Austin, Texas, born and raised. But I moved to the West Coast about, 18 years ago. I lived in L.A. I went to college outside of L.A., and then I moved up to Portland after college.
Oh my, so is that where you're Skyping in from today, Portland,
in
Oregon?
Portland, Oregon. Yep.
Now, is it hot, somewhat nice? What's the weather like right now?
I hate to tell you, it's very cool. It's a typical Oregon winter day, cool, cloudy, gray, a little rainy, but we've had some beautiful sunny days, but it's not hot.
But
It's pretty
not
cool.
hot. I think we would love a little bit of rain, so maybe you could send that our way.
I'll send
Yes,
some down.
yes, yeah, just for a couple of days. But we do like the sunshine, but we need a little break every now and then. So
Totally.
I like when I was so excited a couple of days ago, I was telling everybody like who was going to be on the show this week, and I was like, I wonder why his name is Red Yarn. How did you come up with Red Yarn?
Well, you're spilling the beans. It's not my real name. I was born Andy, Andrew Ferguson. Andy Ferguson's my real name. But about, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago is when I came up with the name. I had been in a little, I had a kids group with my then girlfriend, now wife, Jessie. That was called Jelly Jar. It was really informal, just like a few birthday parties here and there. But then she was starting school to become a teacher, and I wanted to keep doing this, but like my own solo thing. So I knew I needed a cool name. So I was playing around. First of all, have you heard of an anagram before, like where you mix up the letters and make new
Yes.
words?
Yes.
So it's not an exact anagram, but all of the letters of Red Yarn are in either Andrew or Andy. It's not like a perfect one, but those letters are there. Then
Ah.
I have this big red beard. This
Oh wait, we gotta get a
barba,
close up.
roja.
Okay. Rojo,
Yeah.
yes, I love it.
Uh-huh. And actually, when I first started Red Yarn Twinkle, I made another beard out of red yarn that I wore on top of this beard when I performed. But it was
Oh.
so hot and sweaty and ridiculous, and I already had a red beard, so it was kind of like, why do I need two beards? So, but also I like red yarn because yarn, I don't know if you know, but yarn can mean more than just like the material. Yarn can also be like an old story. And a lot of the songs I sing are like old folk tales or old folk songs. So kind of yarn in that way, like yarn an old story, and yarn the material. I do puppetry. Sometimes you use yarn when you're building puppets. Red beard, red, I don't know. There's all sorts of
So it has
resonances. So
different
that's
meanings.
different meanings. But yeah, I came up with that maybe 12 years ago, and it stuck. And that's me, Red Yarn. Oh, look, and my hat band. I loved hearing
I
about your grandma's creations, but my hat band is so I
uh
don't have the red yarn beard, but I do have a red yarn hat band now.
I love it. Well, it's authentic. Your red beard's authentic, and then you've got the
There we go.
yarn, and then I
Very
love that. See, we learn something new all the time, and we love when people spill the tea on TTLOL. That's awesome. I love that. So, okay, so you were kind of already mentioning because I was gonna ask, like, I know that your wife does shows with you too, and you guys do a lot of songs together. So you mentioned that you guys were doing songs in another group prior, but like you've been a musician, I'm assuming, for a really long time, right? Like
Yeah,
how
since I
long?
was like, I started playing guitar when I was 13, but before that, I did some piano lessons when I was like 7 or 8, and then I started playing violin when I was like
Whoa.
9 or 10. And so
Whoa.
then I picked up guitar after that, and it came more easily because I already had a little bit of musical background. But yeah, so I've been playing most of my life. Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. So but you said piano, violin, so you have really good pitch. Violin, no, you do. Most violinists do. They have really good pitch. Violin, piano, guitar. What other instruments do you play?
I can kind of dabble on most string instruments. So, like, I can play a little banjo and a little mandolin and bass guitar. And, guitar is definitely the strongest instrument. And I'm more of just kind of I'm not a real flashy guitar player, just sort of a rhythm guitar player for life. But yeah, I dabble here and there. But yeah, over the years, I've been so lucky to like make friends with much better musicians than myself. So I used to try to play banjo and mandolin and do this and that on all my recordings. But now I just know people who play them better than me, so I could just invite them to be on my recordings and play with me. So.
You're very humble because I actually was watching when you were on my friend Floor's New Year's Eve thing, and that's when I noticed that your guitar has a lot of scrapes and stuff, and you really get down. You really get down, and I was very actually impressed with your guitar playing skills. Like,
Well, thank
yeah. So yeah, I think he's just being humble. He's got that Southern gentleman thing happening. I love it. I love it. So okay, so when you moved to California, did you move because you came to school out here? Like, what brought you to California?
Yeah, well, it was for college, but I think before I even like got into college in California, I just was in love with the whole idea of California. You know, I grew up loving the Beach Boys and all that kind of stuff. So the California dream was definitely alive in my little Texan imagination. But then I went to college. I got into school outside of LA, so I moved out there for college and loved it. Loved living in Southern California. I miss it a lot. But as like a pasty white boy, the sort of gray skies are a little better for my complexion than the California sun. I can't get a tan. I can only just get like a pink or a red. So
a red yarn. I love that. Now,
there you go.
Where did you go to school?
It's called Pomona College. It's in Claremont, California. It's an awesome little.
Oh, I had no idea. So I grew up, I don't know how much time you spent in California, but I grew up in a place called Hacienda Heights, which is like in the Pomona area, off the 60 freeway. That is so crazy.
Super cool.
That is really cool. Yeah. Oh my gosh. How fun. Okay, so I know there's so many other questions that I have, and I'm sure, whoa, I almost dropped my phone. I have probably a lot of questions up here too. I see a lot of things coming up, and I'm like, ooh, I have to read lots of stuff, but I would love to hear you sing something.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah. Can I sing? Actually, I can sing the song I sang for Floor's party. It was kind of my first single off my most recent album, which was called Backyard Bop. This song's called Jump for Joy. Oh. I wrote it just about a year ago, pre-pandemic. But yeah, I was just kind of thinking about, I would try to weave themes of activism and social justice into my music. And I was just thinking about the way that we can stand up for what we believe in, and we can use our voice to make positive change in the world, but we can still have fun doing it. And it's so important to connect with joy and what brings you joy. So so this song is called Jump for Joy.
I love it.
Should I go for it?
Totally. I want to jump for joy. Okay.
Here we go. If you want to jump, you can. And everybody watching at home, if you want to jump along, feel free. It starts off about a bunny, so if you want to jump like a bunny, you can. Well, the other day, I met a little bunny. Don't you think it's funny how so many folks just want to sit around all moan and moan about what gets them down? You gotta stand right up and raise your voice. You gotta get up with me and jump for joy. You gotta rise and shine. You gotta make some noise. Woo-hoo! Dance with freedom and jump, jump, jump for joy. All right, dance contest. Who can dance better than Twinkle? I don't know. Well, the other evening, I heard a little bullfrog with a scratchy singing that sweet love song. He said it don't matter if you're loud or quiet. If you sing your love out, nobody can deny it. You gotta stand right up. You gotta raise your voice. You gotta get up with me and jump for joy. You gotta rise and shine. You gotta make some noise. Woo-hoo! Dance with freedom and jump, jump, jump for joy. Let's jump. All right, keep on jumping, clapping your hands, y'all. Well, I hope that everybody understands that the tools we need are in our hands. And I hope that everybody across the land can find that something that makes them stand. Clap their hands, do a dance, say yes we can. Stand right up, raise our voice. Get up with me and jump for joy. Oh, rise and shine and make some noise. Woo-hoo! dance with freedom, and jump, jump, jump for joy. Let's jump, jump, jump a little jump, jump, jump a little jump, jump, jump a little jump, jump, a jump for joy. Jump, jump, jump a little jump, jump, jump a little jump, jump, jump a little jump, jump, a jump for joy. Jump, jump, jump a little jump, jump, jump a little jump, jump, jump a little jump, 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 jump for joy. One more giant jump on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Woo! Yes! I love that song.
Thank you.
It's so good. I'm all about joy and you know, like whatever gives you that passion that brings you joy, whatever that is, you always have to do and follow it. That is so cool. Now, I was reading that, and correct me if I'm wrong, that one of the producers of that is also, is it Dean Jones? Yes.
Dean Jones?
Yes, yep. From a Grammy-nominated group. So that is so cool. Yeah. Have you worked with him a lot on different projects or for your stuff?
Yeah, a few times. Let's see. Yeah, I've done, I guess, 2 kind of full albums with him, and then a few other albums I would maybe started with him and recorded stuff, and then finished it here in Portland because he lives in the Hudson Valley in New York. Okay. Yeah, but I went out there. Gosh, it was almost exactly a year ago. I went out there just in time before everything shut down, and we recorded the last album. Maybe spent 4 days out there, and then we kind of finished it just remotely, sending tracks back and forth and stuff like that. But he's a wonderfully creative, multi-talented person. He can play every instrument known to humankind, and
really,
and super fun. He's just super fun to work with. So yeah, we've had a blast. He's great, and he's got his own stuff. He's in a band called Dog on Fleas. He's produced for a lot of people. So he's great.
It's so funny because I just had somebody on yesterday who also had done and worked with him, and I was like, oh my God, and he was telling me about his barn recording studio in the East Coast. I was like, that is so wild. That's what a small world. I love that. So, okay, so you were mentioning that you had to, you were out in New York working on some stuff, but then you had to do remote stuff. Had you ever worked on your album or done vocals or whatever remotely, or was this the first time?
It was, yeah, this was definitely more difficult than it had been before. I've done, a bit of sort of I've got a little home recording set up. I'm some rudimentary skills, but I've done some stuff where I'll record something at home and send it to Dean or send it to, a local Portland producer and a bit of that. But this was definitely the most kind of back and forth I'd ever had to do. So, but it's amazing, kind of what you can do with technology now. The fact that we can hang out and do the show together is awesome, right? And so there's so many ways to connect. And in some ways it's just certain geographical barriers feel like they've, kind of disappeared during this time. So, there's challenges in working remotely. I prefer to be able to sit down in a room with someone and listen to the final mixes and be like, oh no, bring that vocal up a tiny bit. And, it's much harder to do that all over email, but we made it work. So it's all good.
That's true. Maybe FaceTime, the sessions, right?
Yeah.
That's so fun. Now, do you remember the very first song you ever wrote for kids and families?
Wow. Good question. Yeah, I think, was it the first one? I think there's a song that stands out with my wife Jessie when in our old band Jelly Jar. We had a song. I don't know if it was the first one we wrote, but we had a song called "Turn Your Light On," sort of like a gospel folk kind of thing. And it was early on. If not the first song I wrote for kids, kind of felt like the first good song I wrote for kids.
The first good. I love that. Now, you have, I was listening to some of your music yesterday, and it's definitely got, that Americana sound and some definitely rock, classic, Elvis-y kind of rock vibes. Who were some of your musical influences?
Yeah, wow. I mean, you nailed it kind of on the like genres and influences. A lot of kind of folk Americana influences. So there's sort of like the Bob Dylan and Pete Seeger and Ella Jenkins kind of like, acoustic folk music revival from the
Yeah.
60s and stuff like that. But I grew up definitely listening to like 50s and 60s rock and roll and like early rockabilly. Like Buddy Holly was always a big influence because he was a
Ah.
Texan. He was from Lubbock, Texas, where my dad was from and where my parents met. So I felt like kind of a special
Aw.
connection to Buddy Holly. A lot of the sort of Texas folk singer songwriters and country like Willie Nelson and Towns Van Zandt and that kind
Yeah.
of thing. But yeah, just kind of all over the map, sort of in that sort of like country, folk, blues, early rock and roll, soul, Motown,
Yeah.
psychedelic rock and roll, folk rock, extreme, southern rock kind of stuff. I've, just sort of, I like to just sort
The
of like
whole map.
pick a stop up and down that highway, get off in the 1950s, do a rockabilly thing, get off in the 60s, do a folk rock thing. So that whole vein is so rich. So yeah.
I love it. I love it so much. So somebody let me says, it says I wish I could jump again. Oh, so our friend Katie like injured her leg, so she
Oh,
can't
sorry,
jump,
Katie.
but she's jumping and like here. And
You
then
still
our
bounce, right?
friend
A little bit.
Joe, yeah, she can still bounce. Joe's dancing, having a good time. I love that. Red Yarn, what is your favorite movie of all time?
Oh, I've got a little side note. I've got a 7-year-old, almost 7-year-old son and a 4-year-old daughter. And my 7-year-old son is always asking me like favorites, like what's your favorite song, or is he one of your favorite bands, and I have such a hard time with favorites. I don't know if y'all have a hard time sometimes. Just because I love so much stuff, it's hard to choose favorites. But my favorite movie, sheesh, I probably have to go back to my childhood,
Oh,
and maybe it's, Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, or something like that. I don't know.
oh, those are
Star
good
Wars,
movies.
Star
Oh,
Wars,
I think
maybe.
we have a couple Star Wars fans here, so those are
Yeah.
good movies. And then somebody says Lincoln says today is Squirrel Appreciation Day. I didn't know that. What is your favorite squirrel song to sing? I counted 2 squirrels songs on your album. So okay, my friend Little Lincoln, is he's so knowledgeable. Oh, are you?
Oh, I didn't know Lincoln is Squirrel Appreciation Day. I
I
didn't
didn't
even
know it
know
was
that.
squirrel.
I
Me neither.
have a squirrel with me in my home office studio.
What?
Would you like to meet him?
I
Yeah.
would love to meet
Would
your
you?
squirrel in your home office.
Okay. His name is Shiloh. He's a little bit shy, so we got to be like
Oh.
real sweet and calm and quiet when we call him out. Can y'all help?
Okay.
Can we just call him
Yeah,
out in a
for
really
sure.
sweet voice? Everybody say, "Come on out, Shiloh."
Come on out, Shiloh. Oh, oh, he's a little shy.
He is shy, but it's okay. I think we can coax him out. Say, "It's okay,
Okay.
Shiloh."
It's okay, Shiloh. Come out, Shiloh. Oh, oh, he's so
Shiloh, Shiloh. Can I
cute.
hold on to you for a second? I'm gonna hold on to him for a second just so he warms up. Twinkle? Do you ever feel shy? You seem like a pretty outgoing
Uh,
person, but do you ever get shy sometimes?
they know that I have been shy most of my life. So I know what that's like.
Yeah, me too. You sort of as a performer, you get used to being in front of people, but it's still we all get shy sometimes. I wonder if any of your friends out there ever feel shy. Think
I'm
so?
sure I think I know a couple of them. A couple of them definitely feel shy. Yes.
Yeah. What are some things that help us like feel less shy when we're feeling shy? Is there anything that it brings you comfort, Twinkle, when you're feeling shy?
Well, I think honestly, like having a good friend, like always like helps me, and that's the problem is like when I'm shy, it's usually because I don't know people. And so I get
Totally.
quiet and shy unless I know somebody and they're like my friend there to help me feel, I guess, more confident.
Totally. Well, do y'all want to make friends with Shiloh? And then maybe if we're
We
all
would
friends, he
love
won't feel so shy.
to. I
Okay.
would love
First,
that.
what do squirrels love to eat?
Oh, they love to eat blackberries. They love to eat walnuts. They love to eat
Mm-hmm.
cranberries.
Mm-hmm. So everybody, hold out your hand. Pick one of those things, like a blackberry or walnut or cranberry or an acorn or something, and say, "Shiloh, we have nuts and berries."
Shiloh, we have nuts and berries. I have a little
You
nut
brought
and
nuts
berry.
and berries for me? Oh, that
I
was so
did.
kind of you. Hey,
Ah.
how about on the count of 3, could everybody toss a nut or a berry, just imaginary, through the screen?
On the count of 3, can we all
Yes.
toss one through the screen? Kids,
Yes.
don't throw anything. Don't actually throw anything at your screen. Just imaginary. Here we go. 1,
Imagine.
2, 3, toss.
Thanks for the nuts and berries. Those were so delicious. Oh, y'all are so generous to think of that. Thanks for sharing with me. I don't feel so shy now.
Oh, you're so
Oh.
welcome. So
It's really nice
welcome.
to meet you, Twinkle. And to meet all your friends too who are tuning in today. I wonder if they'd like to hear an old folk song about a squirrel. I heard that Lincoln knew that we had some songs about squirrels. Would y'all like to hear one?
We would love to hear that song.
Okay, well, I'd be happy to share a song about a squirrel with y'all. But first, we got to say bye, Shiloh. Everybody say bye, Shiloh.
Bye, Shiloh. Bye.
Bye, Twinkle. Bye, friends. Thanks for being so friendly today. Mwah! Bye.
Bye, Shiloh.
Aw, he's so
All right.
sweet.
He is sweet. He's one of my oldest critter friends. That's what I call him. You all know that was just a puppet. Shiloh doesn't know he's a puppet, but it was just a puppet.
Oh, it was just
Sorry
a
if I
puppet.
spilled the beans. But,
That's okay.
But he's one of my
It's
oldest
okay.
puppet friends. And I'm so glad I learned that it's Squirrel Appreciation Day because I have a song I like to sing. It's called Hop Little Squirrel. It's it's based on an old African American folk song. It's kind of an
Okay.
old game song. And I would love to sing it. Do we have time? Can I sing it?
Yeah, we have lots of time. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, so friends at home, if you feel like it and you want to move your body, you can either do it in your chair or you can stand up. But the song's called Hop
Okay.
Little Squirrel, and there's a bunch of motions, and we're going to try to follow along with all of them, okay? So on the count
I
of
love
4, let's do your best little hop, okay? A 1, a 2, a 3, 4, hop. Well, hop little squirrel, idle-um, hop little squirrel, idle-um-dum, hop little squirrel, idle-um, hop little squirrel, idle-um-dum. One day Shiloh was going along feeling very hungry, so where is he going to go to find his acorns? Where do acorns grow?
In a tree?
Up in a tree. I'm going to climb a tree. Climb, little squirrel, idle-um, climb, little squirrel, idle-um-dum, squirrel, idle-um, climb, little squirrel, idle-um-dum. He climbs up to the top of the tree and he finds a big acorn and he starts munching on it. Everybody pretend like you're munching on a big acorn. Hop, 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 hop. Munch little squirrel, idle-um, munch little squirrel, idle-um-dum. Munch little squirrel, idle-um, munch little squirrel, idle-um-dum. Oh, Twinkle, you are very good at acting out the parts. You're a great actress, I can tell. All right.
Thank you.
Well, he's munching on an acorn when who should come along but a big dog. Everybody bark like a dog.
Woof, woof, woof.
Shiloh gets
Where's my
very
dog?
scared and he starts to run away. On your mark, get set, run! Run, little squirrel, idle-um, run, little squirrel, idle-um-dum. Run, little squirrel, idle-um, run, little squirrel, idle-um-dum. He's running and running and running, and he gets to a great big creek rushing by. What sound does the water make when it's rushing by? Yeah, and he thinks,
How am I going to get over this creek? I guess I better jump up in the air as high as I can on the count of 3.
are y'all ready? 1, 2, 3, jump, little squirrel. Idle-um, jump, little squirrel. Idle-um-dum, jump, little squirrel. Idle-um, jump, little squirrel. Idle-um-dum. And he's flying through the air like this. A woo, a woo, a woo, a woo, a woo, a woo, a woo. But he doesn't quite make it over, and he falls in the water with a great big splash, little squirrel. Idle-um, splash, little squirrel. Idle-um-dum, splash, little squirrel. Idle-um, splash, little squirrel. Idle-um-dum. Now he's underwater. What's he gonna do? What do you got to do when you're underwater? You gotta swim, 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 little squirrel. Idle-um, swim, little squirrel. Idle-um-dum, swim, little squirrel. Idle-um, swim, little squirrel. Idle-um-dum. And he swims to the other side. He pulls himself out of the water, and he's dripping wet, but he doesn't have a towel or a hair dryer or any way to dry off. How's he gonna dry off? He's got to shake.
Shake it out.
Everybody shake. Shake, little squirrel. I-da-lum, shake, little squirrel. I-da-lum-dum. Shake, little squirrel. I-da-lum, shake, little squirrel. I-da-lum-dum. He's shaking and shaking, and all the other critters gather around. They see him shaking, and they think he's dancing. They think he's starting a big giant dance party. So on the count of 4, we're gonna have a big giant dance party. Y'all ready?
Yes.
All right, best dance moves on the count of 4. Here we go. 1,
best
2,
dance move.
3, 4. Dance little squirrel, I-da-lum, dance little squirrel, I-da-lum-dum. Dance little squirrel, I-da-lum, dance little squirrel. Keep on dancing, dance little squirrel, I-da-lum, dance little squirrel, I-da-lum-dum. Dance little squirrel, I-da-lum, dance little squirrel, I-da-lum-dum. They're having so much fun dancing, they don't even notice that the sun goes down. But they all start getting kind of sleepy, so they all stretch out and yawn. And they all go back to their cozy little homes, and they all put their heads down, and they all start falling asleep. Sleep, little squirrel, I-da-lum, sleep, little squirrel, I-da-lum-dum. Sleep, little squirrel, I-da-lum, sleep, little squirrel, I-da-lum. Twinkle, I fell asleep in the middle of your show. Did you fall asleep too?
I fell asleep too. Woo!
Oh
my goodness.
Sorry about that.
That was so much fun. I love that. Lincoln, thanks for letting us know it was Squirrel Appreciation Day. What a fun
somehow
song.
I missed that. Yeah, I'm so glad to find that out. That's one of my favorite old folk songs. I love singing that one. It's so fun to move our bodies and stuff to the fun old folk songs.
Right? That was so much fun. So how many songs have you written? Because I know you have quite a few out. How many albums do you have out right now?
I've got 6 albums out, but over time, the earlier albums are heavier on the traditional folk songs. So it's mostly kind of that one is like an adaptation of an older folk song. So a lot of old African-American folk songs, a lot of old white Appalachian American folk songs. I've sort of come up with my own little arrangements and adaptations. So with my early albums, most of the songs were traditionals with my little personal touches on them. But then over time, my most recent album, Backyard Bop, is my only album that's all original. So that song, so it's over time, it's sort of shifted from more traditional stuff to more original stuff. So, I think I've released as Red Yarn maybe 6 albums, 12 or so songs per album, 70-something songs. And I bet at this point it's kind of like half and half, old folk songs and original songs. So, yeah. But I try to always be writing songs.
I love that so much. I was like, I noticed that on Spotify. I'm like, you've got quite a few albums. I love that. What do you miss about touring?
Oh my goodness. Just, seeing people, just the energy I get when I'm performing for a crowd of kids and families, and just like a song like that, like it's so much more fun. Oh, we got a little
Is that
cameo
a Teenage
appearance.
Mutant Ninja Turtle?
That was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle just stopped by to say hello.
I love that. Is that Donatello? Is that yeah?
Got it. You know your turtles, Twinkle. Nice. That's Donatello. Absolutely.
I know my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
my son, who's about to turn 7, just got very interested in Ninja Turtles. And as someone asked about my favorite movies, we just rewatched the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie from 1990. That I hadn't seen it in so long, but at the time, that was probably my favorite movie. So it's up there too. It's pretty good.
I love that. I love that. Oh my God!
Anyways, I miss seeing people. I miss being together. I miss that energy of a group of a room full of people moving and dancing and singing along. So, but it's great that we can get something like that in this setting too. So
in the virtual world, right? Okay, wait.
Somebody
says great songs. You should play the Squirrel songs to Disney's Chip and Dale. And then Elizabeth says bravo with a lot of emojis. Could you play? Do you have a Squirrel video? Somebody wants to know, because I do Friday faves. If so,
nice. I don't have like a music video. Shiloh is in some of my different videos. He shows up. I don't have like a straight up music video for that song for Hop Little Squirrel, but Shiloh appears in some other songs. He plays violin in a few videos. He shows up on that Jump for Joy song. I got a music video for that, and he's actually
And
like there's behind the scenes stuff where he's working the camera behind the scenes,
oh,
and there's a bunny rabbit
multi-talented.
are like filming it. Yeah. So, anyways, I have videos with squirrels. I don't have like a good music video of that song in particular, but maybe someday.
Well,
soon.
that's okay. Maybe we'll have to. I do videos on Friday, music videos of my hashtag Friday faves. So maybe we'll have to include that in one of our music videos. And lastly, before we let you go, is there anybody, whether it was a teacher, a parent, a friend, that gave you really good advice that you still use today?
Yes, I mean, I was so lucky. I feel like I was blessed to have so many amazing teachers and mentors and role models. The first thing that comes to mind is kind of less like specific advice, but was just somebody who really inspired me, who I met at like a key moment and really inspired my musical exploration. When I was maybe in third grade, I kind of got into acting, and I mentioned this before. And I was doing a play in Austin, Texas, where I grew up. I was in like a citywide production of the Christmas Carol, and I played Tiny Tim, the little boy on crutches, right? And the guy who played Uncle Scrooge in that production was actually this sweet, gentle, kind older man named Robert Roudier, and he was kind of what you call like a Renaissance man. He did a little bit of everything. So he was an actor, and he was a writer, and he was a musician. But he would bring his fiddle to rehearsal. And during rehearsal, when there was a break, he would play fiddle for all the children. And I was so inspired just by kind of his creative spirit. And it wasn't like a particular piece of advice, but it was just kind of the way I saw him living his life, because he was a man probably in his 70s who was just so lived his life with such joy and passion and such creativity, not just like, oh, I'm a musician or I'm an actor, or he kind of did it all.
Did it all.
And I think I was just so taken and inspired by that model of someone just like living their joyful, creative life, that I think that really stuck with me. That's when I started playing violin. I kind of stopped doing the acting thing and started playing violin, and that led me to guitar and everything else. So I credit him for really like being this key figure, just to see an adult who was an artist,
loving life,
living their life as an artist, right? So
I love that.
Inspirational for me.
That's so cool. That's actually really impactful. And he probably doesn't even know how much he impacted your life, because obviously he just loved what he did. He was doing, he was Scrooge and acting and just in between breaks, like playing the fiddle. I love that.
Yeah.
What a cool little story. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And then let's see. Somebody says I had those as a kid. Oh, the teenage. I'm assuming the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That was my Ninja Turtle toy from when I was a kid. That I passed down to my son. Yeah, my mom held on to all of the old toys. So now when my kiddos get into something, chances are in my parents' attic there's like an action figure for whatever they're interested in.
I love that. That is so cool. Were you into Masters of the Universe?
That was like a little bit. I sort of missed that wave.
My brother was all about it.
He-Man and Skeletor and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yep. That's hilarious. And then we have a friend, Kylie, that used to play the violin too. So yay,
cool.
Kylie!
That's awesome.
That's awesome, love
Kylie.
it. Well, you know what, Red Yarn? This has been so much fun, and I know we could probably sit and chat for a long time. So maybe we're gonna have to do this again. Yeah,
I'd love to.
That would be so much fun. So before we say goodbye, what we normally do on TT LOL is obviously we can't give elbows or high fives. So we do virtual hugs. So on the count of 3, everybody here, we always give virtual hugs. So everybody has to give huge virtual hugs to our friend Red Yarn and give him all the love, the joy, and positive energy. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Virtual hugs. Yes. Thanks you
for the
so
hugs.
much.
I felt it. I felt the love. That was great.
Good. I'm so excited. Thank you again for stopping by.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me, Twinkle. And thanks everybody for tuning in today. It was so nice to meet you virtually like this.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
So fun. Bye. That was so much fun, everybody. That was Red Yarn. I have like so many more questions for him, but like I didn't want to like keep him on because I always tell everybody that they'll be done. Oh, the hair. It's a mess. So yeah, I always tell everybody that, like maybe an hour of their time, because I call everybody like at 1:40 just to make sure our Skype's working, that I could hear, that they could hear me, all that fun stuff. So, but maybe we'll have to come back. He'll have to come back and we can ask him, like, I want to ask him about his puppets and just so many more things, but there's just not enough time. But that was fun, right? And then, everybody's so cute, giving big hugs. I love that. That he was really, really fun, and I love his accent. Wasn't that cute? You could tell he has like a little Southern accent. I don't know if you could tell, but it's like you can hear like a little like dialect, a little accent, and I love it. I love the South too. So that was so much fun. Thank you, Red Yarn. If maybe you're watching right now, thank you for stopping by. That was so much fun. And thank you, Lincoln, for letting us know that it was Squirrel Appreciation Day. I love that. So you guys, it's almost that time. You know what I'm talking about, right? If you're brand new to TTLOL or Twinkle Time Live Online, I tell jokes every single day, like every single day on this show. So if you have a family-friendly joke, you can send it my way to my Instagram, which is Twinkle Time and Friends, or to my Facebook, which is just Twinkle Time, and I will read one of your jokes at one of my live streams. So right now, are we ready? We got to do a big round of applause. Big drum roll. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Dun, 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 dun. For the joke of the day. I couldn't find myself. What is happening here? My hair. Whoa. And then somebody says, oh, you guys are like, joke of the day. Your orange hair looks like there's a little yellow tint. You know what that is? I'm wondering if it's the light back there. I've got like a hot pink light, like uplighting the backdrop. I'm wondering if it's casting a shadow or something on here. Let me move this. Oh, but maybe I know why maybe you're thinking that, because my hair today is two-toned. That's right. It's two-toned. So it's like dark orange and then it gets lighter at the end. So it's darker here. So if you were to see me in person, it would be darker here and lighter here. So maybe with the lighting, it's looking yellow, but it's not yellow. It's just a lighter orange than the top of my hair. Love to see some yellow. You would? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I've got a couple jokes. Now, if you're first time ever watching Twinkle Time Live online, my Twinkle Lights, those are my live streamers that watch every single day, Monday through Friday. At what time? 2 p.m. Pacific Standard, 2 de la tarde, Tiempo Pacifico. And they judge my jokes. Constructive criticism, I'm all about constructive criticism because that's how one gets better. And so what they do is they judge it according to my joke telling skills. So one is like, just sometimes a 0. Maybe like they hold up a card and they just put an emoji or something. And then 10 is like, that was so good. It was so amazing. So, okay, I think I have 3 today. And hopefully I start with one that's like pretty good and end with like a really good one. Let's see. Oh, well, that won't help when I cut off the actual joke part of it. Let's see if I can go back and revert. There we go. Woo! Thank goodness you can do that. Here we go. All right, so let me get focused. Here we go. Joke number 1. How do all oceans say hello to each other? How do all oceans say hello to each other? They wave. Get it? Ocean waves, wave, the wave. Oh my. That's hilarious. Oh, wait. I kind of like that, Jorge. It says 123 or maybe 123. I love that. I love that. That's cute. Very clever. I love it. 22 billion points for the joke. And just in case Kari tunes in, we actually forgot to tell Kari's thing to Red Yarn about him going on tour with us. Okay, Kari, that was my bad. I forgot. But Kari, I don't know if he's on here. He was charging his phone. He said he would maybe come in if he could, but we miss you, Kari. Okay, so now I got to see which joke I'm going to end with. Here we go. Joke number. Oh, thank you, Kylie. 100. Joe gave me a 10. Amazing. I love that. Thank you. Okay, so joke number 2. Here we go. What did one wall say to the other wall? What did one wall say to the other wall? I'll meet you at the corner. I mean, sure. I love that. Oh, I'll meet you at the corner. Wait, there's jokes here. Hold on. Knock, knock. Don't forget to, I thought that was a joke. She's just stage manager. Katie's just reminding me to not forget to sing out the show. I promise I won't forget to sing out the show. Oh my, I thought that was a joke. I was like, wait, where's the punchline? That's cute. All right. Last joke of the day. Oh, actually, hold on a second. Before I get to the last joke of the day, I'm wondering if my friend Tyrone wrote me back. I think I'm supposed to be on a radio show today. I think. I pre-taped it last Thursday. So I think it's supposed to be on sometime tonight. I texted him to find out all the information. The second I know, because he hasn't responded yet. So when he does, I will put it in the Insta stories or on Instagram as an actual post or like a last minute thing on Facebook. I want to say if it's on tonight, I think it's like 7 or 8 o'clock. So maybe some of you are already in bed. You can listen to it. It's okay. You can listen to it tomorrow morning when you wake up. Because sometimes some people go to bed early. I think it's 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. I don't know all the details. When I know, I'll let everybody know. So I'll keep you posted. All right. So last joke of the day. Here we go. Hopefully I end on a good note. What do you call a bear with no teeth? Oh, what do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. I love that. With no teeth. So it would be a gummy bear. I love gummy bears, by the way. What's your favorite colored gummy bear? I'm going to have to go with the yellow ones. I like the yellow and the orange ones. Those are my favorites. I got a 1. That's from Joe. 22 billion points for the joke. Amazing. 2,000 billion. Thank you, Kylie. Got another one and a 40. Okay, so I've got to get some better jokes. Got to get some better joke telling skills. So if you have jokes, don't forget to send me some jokes. You have mom and dad send them to me too. Mine is the clear gummy bears. I don't think I've had a clear gummy bear. Now I'm going to be on the hunt looking for clear gummy bears. I love the orange ones. Okay, Jorge likes the red ones. Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, you guys, this has been so much fun. I'm trying to think if there's going to be announcements. I was trying to think. I can't think of what the announcement was going to be, but tomorrow is Friday. That means it's Friday Faves. And if you're like, what is Friday Faves? Those are my favorite music videos from independent recording artists for kids and families. So that's tomorrow. So don't forget to tune in tomorrow. And did you know that green gummy bear is really strawberry? No. You guys are giving me some very interesting, fun facts about gummy bears that that's right. Thank you, Joe. Look at Joe reminding me. Okay, so he wanted to know cool set pieces right? It was cool things that are on the set of Boy Meets World. Well, the only thing I can tell you are the things that were like on the set when I was on the set. So my particular episode was Road Trip. And Road Trip had a truck, like this really cool car that was where Corey and what's his name? Oh my God, Corey and Ryder Strong's character. Like they literally traveled the country, and it was really cool because obviously the car is not real; it's a prop, and it looks like it's moving while they're filming, but it's not. It's just they have people on the sides like making the prop car move, and then there's like not a green screen, but a backdrop of different scenes, like they're going through fields, or they're going, so it's like all different kinds of backdrops. Then there was the diner that I was on, which was actually really cool, with a tiny little stage. So I'm sure on TV like it looked a lot bigger than it is. Like, you guys have to remember, these sets are actually really small. They're usually like the size of a bedroom, maybe a little bit bigger than a bedroom, but just with camera angles and how they shoot it, sometimes they shoot it from up above, from a long ways away, that it looks like so much bigger than it actually is when you go there in person. But literally the stage that we performed on, I'm like looking to see. So my table, I have a little table that my laptop's on. It was maybe two of my tables put together, very little. So imagine four of us girls having to do our choreographed dancing. So we were very tight, but we were like definitely like spaced out, so it looks like we had room. It's always like the world of make believe. So everything's a lot smaller. And then there was the apartment that they all lived in that was on there too. So there was always kinds of really cool, interesting things, and the set pieces and the props that they all use. Sometimes it's not really ice like in the water, like especially like when we were in, it's just like cubes that look like ice. There's all kinds of funny things that like aren't actually like real. Like if there's like candles like on a set, they're not real candles. It's just like a battery operated light candle, but it looks like it's real. All kinds of fun tricks. Somebody's like, I just found out about that. I also like the blue and purple gummy bears. Angelica, hi. Twinkle, thank you. I've been watching with my kids. Haven't caught you live, but now we'll try. We love you. Heart. I love you guys too. We're on Monday through Friday, like every single day, unless I usually tell people like the day before if I'm not going to have a show. Sometimes I do a quick Insta story if it's something last minute emergency. But thank you, Sean. Thank you. I couldn't remember his character's name. Thank you for those fun questions. And I like sharing little, like spilling the tea, right? So you guys, we have to sing out the show. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. Are you guys ready to sing out the show? Because I almost forgot yesterday. So here we go on the count of 3. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. TWINKLE. That's what everybody calls me. Mwah! From my house to yours. Have a terrific, thankful. Don't forget to be thankful for something today, Thursday. And I can't wait to see all of you tomorrow, Friday. Once again, thank you, Red Yarn, for being our musical guest. And I can't wait to see all of you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Bye, everybody. Bye. Did somebody say it was Squirrel Appreciation Day? I mean, the reason I know how to act like a squirrel is because we raised a squirrel from the time it was 1 day old. We rescued a squirrel. This is Squirrely Pebbles.
Yeah.
That's Princess Squirrely Pebbles. So, happy Squirrel Appreciation Day. Thanks, Lincoln, for letting me know. I had no idea. Bye. Oh, and I'm wearing my robe because she has long claws. I always have to wear long sweatshirts so I don't get scratched. So, spilling the tea. Bye, everybody.